And it's the past journey to present progression. Yeah. And it's the past.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Cleezy B. Another episode, the Past Journey, Present Progression Podcast. We in here, man. First of all, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, look at the little button right down there to your right. Yeah, you. Look at the button right there to your right. Hit subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that. I need y'all help, man. Let's get this platform to well over 1,000 subscribers. You know, I need y'all support, you know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be a fun episode. We got we got someone who's well versed in his line of work. You know, he's been doing it for a long time. He's well known for his line of work. You know, that's why he's able to stay busy like he does. I'm surprised I got him here today. You know what I'm saying? And for sure, he's a how should I word this? He's a legend on the rise, but a Washington legend for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So without further ado, we have my guy, DJ Peg.
What's up with you, bro?
Thank you, my guy, man.
Come on, man. You know how to get on here, man.
Man, you my man.
Yeah.
I've been knowing you for a long time.
Bro, you know, I was thinking about this the other day, man. You've been knowing me, shit, since 2001?
Yep. I would probably say 1999, I think.
1999?
Might have 2000, yeah, 2000, I think.
Yeah.
2000.
Long time.
Yeah, long time, bro.
When you was young.
Yeah. I was out there, you know.
You was out there.
Yeah. You was on another level, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out, rest in peace to my guy, Scrap Dizzle.
Which
rest
was
in
my
peace,
nephew.
Marcus, his nephew.
Yeah,
This is how I know this man right here.
Yep.
Marcus was a dear friend of mine. He is a dear friend of mine because his spirit still lives on with us.
Yep.
Yeah, man, he was one of my guys that was in my corner, you know, and he was a good spirit, good spirited guy, man, and it's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
You know what I'm saying? Because I get that same energy from you. You
Thank
know what I'm
you,
saying?
man.
So I'm
Appreciate
obliged to been have introduced to you.
Say that then, man. Yeah, you always been solid too, bro.
Yeah,
Always
man,
solid.
we try to stay that way.
Yeah.
We try to stay in pocket. You know, we come in a different era.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was morals, code, ethics that we live by. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Which won't allow us to switch up. It won't allow us to go too far left.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We experiment, you feel me? But we stick within them certain codes and morals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like before this podcast started, we had that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah, things have changed.
Things change.
I'm gonna stay who I am, but things have definitely changed.
Yeah, you know, we stay doing it. We stay doing the things we do. We just evolve and doing it different ways.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun episode, man. Yeah, man. First of all, we gonna. How you been, bro? Like, how have you been recently? How like been?
I've been good, bro. I stay active, man. I stay so active. Like, you know, if you follow me on social media, man, I'm doing something like every day. Mixtape, podcast. You know, I work. I move around, bro, and I just stay active, man. Cause I gotta stay active. If I don't stay active, man, I don't know. I don't feel right.
Yeah, you be active. I'll be that timeline be active.
Right, bro.
He always got something going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a well, you've been knowing me for a long time. I have a hustler's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I got to get to it because I mean, I don't know, the way my dad was a workaholic. Mm-hmm. He always worked, like even when he's at home, man. My dad, he got to mow the lawn. He got to check the oil. He was that person. I'm just like my pops, man. I just got to keep it moving. Kind
of like staying retroactive.
Right.
I mean, you know, proactive, should I say. We're
right.
trying to stay proactive, you know. We don't like to wait for things to happen to get ready for it.
Right.
You feel me? We kind of like get ready for it before it happens type shit. And that, you know, that's hustlers have to have that mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You might blow that bag and you never know when that next move gonna come. So you got to stay proactive and trying to figure out different ways to go make it happen.
Yep.
So I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
For real. But besides that, everything else been good though. The family straight.
Everything's good. Family straight, bro. I'm good. I had a grandson born on my birthday. That was dope.
Congrats.
Yes.
That's dope.
I called it too. I said he's gonna be born on my birthday, so he was born on my birthday. So
you threw that energy out there.
Yeah. 7-11. I was born 7-11, so he's 7-11 too.
Oh man.
So yeah, man, you see I'm all smiles, man. I'm good.
Yeah, bro, you look happy, bro.
Thank
you
you, man.
glowing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, say
bro,
that.
that's fire. Well, this is our second attempt, you know.
Yeah.
And this is how it's, like we was talking about off camera, how it actually happened. It kind of made me feel like it was supposed to happen.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been I don't know, man. I'm trying to think what's been going on around here, man. What's been going on out there, man?
Talking about just in the city?
Yeah, just you know, in the world that everybody's talking about.
You want me to be honest?
Talk to me, man.
Okay, man. So I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You know, we had the shooting down at the spot. I don't even want to say the spot because I don't even want to dry snitch. But you know, we had a shooting down at one of the clubs.
Okay.
And it was a one-off. Like, you know, I think I know the club owner. It was a one-off. But what pissed me off about it, and I even put on social media, motherfuckers filmed it. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel that's dry snitching. Like, we should keep that.
Dry snitching.
We, like, I don't know if you want likes. I don't know what you wanted. But they actually show, like, you know, first they showed them having fun. And they, you know, it was like the before and after. Then after, they, you know, you hear all the gunshots in the background. I feel, first of all, he's a black business owner.
Okay.
We have to keep that between us.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
If it spills in the neighborhood, that's oh man, there was a shooting at such and such, cool. But once you throw it on social media, now the world gets to see it. Mind you, that's a black business owner. It's already gonna be rough for him, and now you're making it rougher. But then, as soon as you say, well, man, why come there's no black business owners? Right? You can't control people shooting, man. You can't.
You can't.
You know what I mean? We already know. Can I cuss?
Yeah, for sure.
Niggas act ignorant.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
So that in the world would bother me because I was raised, like you said, different ethics and moral. I don't put everything on social media, bro. I don't film everything. You know what I mean? I kind of put when I want to out there. I'd have never did no shit like that.
Yeah, like you're not gonna give them the bullet to shoot you with.
Right.
You know that's what I equivalent putting your crimes, your offenses on fucking social media. You're giving the police the bullets to shoot you with, when in terms of throwing the book at you.
And what Kevin Hart said, the worst thing you could do back in the day is have you on tape. Remember?
Come on, man. And he said that shit good too.
He said that's the worst thing you can do is you're caught on tape. You know, so yeah, that's the thing in the world that happened to see. It kind of bothered me because, like I said, the whole filming of the thing. Besides that, I've been good, but you know, and like I said, I kind of sneak diss like that's dry snitching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, that need to that situation needs to be spoken about, and for what you said too. You know, just recording then just for the exploitation of it.
Right.
But it's like, why do we have to be that way? We're quick to go after the exploitation of it, as opposed to like, damn, you ain't gonna try to, you're gonna try to resolve the situation. Or you know what I mean? Like, why does it? I don't know.
Just to get the likes, just to get the instant fame. Everybody want their 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm about to get on some other shit, bro. But like, I kind of feel like people want instant gratification, right?
Yep.
You know, they want, how can I put this in a good way? People want big results with little effort.
Yep.
So he probably recorded this shooting. Let me throw this on my social media, man. Let these likes go up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think people don't work hard, bro. Bro, I can talk to you for hours, and my mentality is way different,
man.
bro. I'm just saying.
I'm here for it.
You know what I mean?
Because
Because
I
like,
think they need to know too. You know what I'm saying?
because like I said, you gotta put in the work. No matter what you do, man, people gotta work. And sometimes it might take 5 years, it might take 10 years, it might take 15 years. But I do believe if you work hard, I don't think nothing will come of it. I think eventually something will come up if you put the work in. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's why I kind of, once again, I'm getting back to the video. It was just, hey man, I got this video. Let me put this up. You know, boom, and it was just instant gratification. And you know, I don't like that shit, bro.
Yeah,
you got to put in the work, man.
Yeah, and that's key though. Like you said, the instant gratification. People don't want to put in the work. Like
Right.
Everybody think they can. Everybody think it happens overnight.
Right.
You know, and even for the people who they feel like it happened overnight for, it didn't happen overnight for them.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, they had to build up to where they got to before to even get noticed by whoever or whatever to take them over that level to
Right.
make you think it happened overnight.
Well, I'll give you an example
You know what
with
I'm
me. So, like, first of all, I've been DJing since 1985, right? But I was just in the basement. You know, I might do a couple of house parties. I went on vacation. You know what I mean by vacation. So I went on vacation. So when I came back from vacation, I was like, I got to do something with my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we was talking about my nephew. So I had to do something with my life. And I was like, man, I've been DJing for a long time. My first gigs, bro, I was getting paid $50. But I was making a name for myself, right? So this is like 2004. So I'm DJing for $50, right? Some places I did for free. I was like, hey man, let me get on. I'll warm up for this DJ. I built a name for myself. I built a reputation. Now we're talking now. We're 2022. Yeah, bro, you got to pay me now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? But I built that reputation though. You know
And
what I mean?
I'm glad you went that way because we just going to dive into the interview.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And we going to start, you know, from when we just going to start from, you know, when you was, you know, younger, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to bring them up to where you just left off at, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that piece of your story is important too, you know, so they can relate to, you know, have more to relate to you
Right.
about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that being said, like, where was you born and raised at? You know what I'm saying?
Born in Seattle, South End, all my life, bro.
South in Seattle.
My mom stayed 2 blocks from Sharpless, has always lived 2 blocks from Sharpless. She owns her house. House is owned.
Say that.
You know what I mean? So that's where I grew up at. You know, so my mom stays in between Martha Kingway and Rainier, South End. So you already know, you know, I'm from the hood, like hood.
Yeah, you have both parents in your household?
I have both parents in the household. Here's the crazy thing, man. So, like, my parents made good money. And they had enough money to move out of the situation we was in. But my dad was stubborn, like, shit, this is my house. I'm staying here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my dad ain't the one that had to go to school. My dad ain't the one that had to catch the bus. My dad ain't the one that had to walk the streets. We did. So, that being said, so yeah, man, I mean, we was like the hood Huxtable family. That's the best way to explain it. We had money, but we was in the hood, and you know what I'm saying. So
I had a couple friends like that, so I know exactly
Right.
who you some of the traits you had.
right, you know what I mean.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, so did I have it bad? No, but did I grow up in a bad? I wouldn't even say a bad neighborhood, man. I just grew up in a just your typical low income neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
As we get older, that's what we realize, right? Like when we're younger, well, for me at least, you know, younger, I thought this the worst environment I can be in, you
Right.
know, and I thought I was just the only one, or me and my people was the only one.
Right.
But as I get older, you know, get to traveling and living life and interacting with different kind of people, you soon realize, like, damn, the whole world is just like a real big ghetto. It's
Right.
only like the 1% that's really nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's true.
So it kind of makes you be like, okay, well, I had it bad, but shit,
Right.
there's other people out there who had it worse. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I know exactly what you're saying, bro.
Yeah. So like I said, man, from Seattle, man, you just want me to just tell the whole to keep it 100?
Well, yeah, man, we gonna keep it 100.
Okay,
man,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You said you grew up in the South End of Seattle. You grew up with both parents. You know what I'm saying? You got any siblings?
Yeah. So I got 3 older brothers by far. So my brothers are like, I don't want to say way older than me because they're going to get mad to see this interview, but they're like 10, 9, and 7 years older than me. So I'm the baby.
The baby.
Right. And my brothers weren't born in Seattle, by the way. They were born in Wichita, Kansas. I'm the only one that was born in Seattle.
That's kind of like my family, you know. My little brother, the one you just seen,
Right.
He, out of all of us, he was the only one born in Washington. We were born in Mississippi. You know?
Okay.
So I know what you said.
Yeah. So I was the baby, but my brothers roughed me up. You know what I mean? You know, they typical brother shit. You know,
typical shit.
Yeah, you know. But I'm glad they did. Like, I'm glad they roughed me up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
I'm pretty sure they didn't rough you up to the worst.
No.
And it's the past journey to present progression. Yeah. And it's the past journey.
As opposed to how a stranger would take the approach.
Yeah, no, they mostly they roughed me up because I was fucking with them. You know what I mean? Little brother shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get away from me, you know. So yeah, man. But yeah, I got 4 older brothers, man. And so
yeah, that's what's up. But they are any of them like in the athletics or anything?
Well,
any of you guys are, for that matter?
Well, my 2 older brothers, my brother John, my brother Jason. So Big Jason is Marcus's dad.
Okay.
Okay, so they play ball. That's why little Jason is so filthy in basketball. So my nephew, little Jason.
Okay.
Yeah. So they play sports. I didn't play sports.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I played little league for 2 years and it's like, this ain't me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I gotta exercise and shit. I ain't doing that. You want me to do push-ups? Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
man.
and that's also how I kind of gravitated more towards music. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Before you gravitated to music, what were you into?
Damn, man, what was I into before music?
I mean, you ain't gotta get too descriptive.
No, I'm really trying to think.
What,
I'm really trying to think. What was I into? I was more into watching sports. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Seahawks and Sonics fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to watch sports, and then man, I grew up in the era, man. We just played in the block.
Yeah,
bicycles and
we went inside. We was
outside, bro. We was outside. So I think
literally we was really outside.
Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I mean, I'd watch sports and because where I grew up at, there was like 10 kids on the block, man. Like we would go bike riding. I mean, far. This was before your parents.
Yep.
I mean, we used to ride bikes hella far, but like you said, when that street light come on,
you knew where you had to be.
You had to be in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically what I did when I was young, man. You know what I mean? So.
And I was telling my son and them, I'm like, see, you guys, y'all like sitting in the house and being on this damn video game.
Yeah.
See, us, we like being outside because once we were outside, unsupervised, we were young adults.
Right.
You feel me? We got the chance to be real adults.
Yeah.
See, you guys don't even see that concept of it. Y'all don't realize if you're not around the parents, you pretty much can do what you want to do.
Right.
Unless you don't get in no trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even think about that.
Nah. As long as you didn't get in trouble, somebody else's parents didn't see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let Mr. Johnson see you like, oh, man, I'm gonna tell your mom, be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And back then, I heard like, the people in the neighborhood, they can discipline you.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, because mom gave that permission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you also knew if the neighbor whooped you, they ain't whooping you for no reason. You did something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then what I didn't want is get whooped by the neighbor. Then you gonna come home and get another whooping. You know what I mean?
And all that was about respect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I definitely had manners. I got manners to this day, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
You got your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
They was into a couple of them in the sports. So you said you were just doing your thing,
Right,
on the block.
right.
How did you turn left down that street?
Okay, so
You know what I'm trying to say.
okay, so we gonna talk about how I first got into music, or how I switched it to where I am
We're
now?
gonna talk about that and the transition.
Okay,
into
so
music.
we'll start with the music part.
Talk to
okay.
me.
So my brother was a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's a DJ in LA.
Okay.
And so I wanted to be like my brother. My brother was cool. All the women had him. He was making mixtapes. He was making money.
Okay.
My brother didn't really fuck with me because we're 10 years apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was 9, this is very specific. This is 1979. I'm gonna tell you why I remember all this. So when I was 9, he brought home the Michael Jackson Off the Wall album.
Mm-hmm.
And he never fucked with me before. Like my brother just, I think he's 10 years apart. Like, why is a 19-year-old gonna hang out with this 9-year-old?
Yeah.
But he's like, hey man, come here, man. I'm gonna play this. I want you to hear this Michael Jackson. So I heard Off the Wall. I was like, okay. Then that's why I'm a Michael Jackson fan to this day, because I heard Off the Wall, but more than it was me, the records that my brother was fucking with me. You know, he was showing me some love. Then after that, you know, I think the Sonics won the championship, right? So he took me to the parade, right? Then after that, Sugar Hill Gang came out, and so he got me hip to that. So the reason why I became a DJ, because my brother was a DJ, but then he's fucking with me. He gave me that spark. I think every kid needs a spark. That was the spark. That was the spark to be like, okay, my brother, you know, he's a DJ, he's popular, and he's fucking with me. Man.
So in all of those situations that you did, the few situations you just named, those were great situations, but for you, they were that much more because there was a sentimental value there, because your brother was fucking with you.
You hit the nail right on the head. And then I wanted to be like, because my thing was, I was like, man, I want to be like him. You know, I want to be on his level, because like he was doing mixtapes and all that shit. Like, we're talking about 78, 79, bro. He was doing mixtapes. Like, actual cassette mixtapes.
Yeah, sound crazy to say.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You know, you had to play your tape deck, like, you know what I mean? And so that's how I got into music, right? So now I'm going to give you the story from that. So I was, you know, doing a little DJing shit, and then I did all that till I was about 17, and I'm going to keep it at 100. I'm on the block, and I see this cat. He drives up in this Mercedes, candy paint Mercedes. We're talking 87?
And that shit looked like a plane back then.
So I seen him in that car, and once again, I was like, man, I want that car. Right, I'm saying? So my partner, rest in peace, my homeboy Raj, he knew the guy, right? And so, you know, he's like, hey, man, you know how you getting your money? He told me how we got his money. So at first I was like, I ain't hustling. I'm cool, bro. You know, but that's my partner, so I'm going to walk with him. So we walking one day, we're about Orcus. We're talking about 87, 88.
Hello.
You already know. And then this guy said, hey, man, I got these 2 turntables in a mixer. I'll sell it to you for some, you know what I mean? And then I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna hustle. You know what I mean? So, man, bro, I hustled. Like, man, I hustled for a long time, even though I was still into music. But I started hustling because I wanted fast money. I was good at it. And, you know, I did a little bit of time. So, I did time in 93. Right, I got popped. I did a year. I came out. I continued to hustle because I didn't know no better. But I've always had that mentality.
How much you get popped for? Not to cut you off, but what you get popped for?
Possession.
Okay.
I had a possession, and here's a crazy thing. It was 5 stones, bro, and they tried to give me 5 years.
A year per.
Yeah, they tried to give me 5 years. I had to, you know, we're gonna keep it 100.
It was hard.
Yeah, I had to come out. I had to make 10 stacks to get a lawyer, just to do a year.
That could have been the same gram soft.
You know what I mean?
You would have been looking at 2-3 months.
Right. But because you're right, because it was rocked up, you know, it's a different type of charge. And we're talking, this was 93. So you got the RICO statute, you know, war against drugs.
Yep.
So
there.
Yeah. So I did a year, right? So when I got out, I continued to hustle. And then my nephew, rest in peace, he passed away. And then that took the air out my cells, bro. I was like, I could do better than this, right? And then so...
Because he pedestaled you like that, too. Yeah. Like, he always, spoke very highly of you.
Thanks, man. You know, plus, you know, I'm a smart dude, bro. I wasn't dumb. I just didn't want to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's smart as hell.
Yeah, but as I got older, hustling is worse than... You might as well get a job. Hustling is 24/7.
Yeah, you have to be a people. People don't understand. You really have to be a people's person.
Right.
You know, you have to be patient. You know, there's a lot of characteristics that come along with to be a successful hustler.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
So what happened was, so then after my nephew, that kind of took the air out my cells, but you know, I still had. You know, I was sitting on something. I had to get off of it, right? I get popped again, right? So I get popped again, And so now I'm looking at 5 second offense. Some kind of way they lost the evidence. That's God, right? If that ain't the universe, so like,
What?
yeah. So they lost
crazy.
the evidence, right? And I remember this is 2003. So they lost the evidence. So they had no court case. And I said, okay, man, I got to do something different where I can make money, right? And so the girl I was dating at the time, she's like, you always DJing, like you know, because I always had 2 turntables, you know, but that was kind of like my pastime. That was kind of like, you know, my meditation. I go in the room and, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
It's all good. So what I did was, as soon as I got done with that, after I beat the case, I started DJing in 2004, right? Because I had to switch hustles. And I've always knew how to DJ. I was always into music. So I switched hustles. I was like, all right. And so the same mentality I had to make, you know me, bro. You know I was making bread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trust me,
I'm trying to be humble, but you know I was making serious dough. You know what I mean? And I just had to switch hustles, man, because I couldn't do that anymore. And then from there, like we said earlier, I just started doing gigs. Like I was like, anything else? Let me give them a taste of this. Let me show them what I can do. And then I slowly started building myself up, and you know, and then became the person that I am now.
Now, how did you book your first gig?
I had my ex-girlfriend. She was booking them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she work for like an agency or anything?
No, she was just pretty girl, nice breasts, you know, cleavage. She was getting the gigs. You know what I mean? So you know, cause like. So my first gig was with Flip. I don't know if you guys know who Flip is.
I think I know.
Flip put me on just on a humbug, but like I said, I was making $50. It was a club in the hood. Then I went from Flip to G Prez, right? My homeboy, rest in peace, Raj, was like, hey man, my homeboy's a DJ, put him on. Which I was a DJ, but I was that battle, scratching, you know, in the basement DJ, but being in the club and being in your basement is 2 different things. So once I got to Vito's, so I was like, Vito's was the second place.
Madison, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the second place I landed. Ghetto Prez, and Ghetto Prez was like, I want you to warm up for my homeboy Love Sick Larry. So I used to warm up for Love Sick Larry, bro, for $50. But I was getting exposure. People was coming in, they was checking me out. Larry took me under his wing. He's like, that shit you doing? No. Like, if you want to control a crowd, you got to read a crowd. You got to play the cuts. You got to play. Probably 75% of the shit I play I don't like, but I know other people like it.
So, okay. Question. I just heard you say there's a difference between in the club DJ and in the basement DJ. Tell us the difference between.
Well, in the basement DJ or mixtape DJ, you put out the new music, right? You want people to hear the new music first. You try to break records.
Okay.
So you always, you know, when I used to do mixtapes, you know, I do the shit. The reason why people buy my mixtape because they had shit that nobody else had at the time, right? But when you're in a club, people don't want to hear the new shit. They want to hear the popular shit. You know, like for instance, Mace was out. I wasn't a Mace fan, but they wanted to hear the Mace. They wanted to hear, you know, all the R&B joints. They wanted to hear the popular songs. So I had to learn to play the popular songs I might necessarily not like, but I know it gets the crowd moving. You know what I mean? So that's the difference between like your mixtape or your basement DJ to a club DJ. And then I was doing a lot of scratching, and then they don't want to hear that in the club. Yeah, they don't want to hear all that scratching and, you know, using your nose and scratching. They don't give a fuck. Excuse me. They don't give a fuck about it.
And I asked it because there needs to be, like, for up and coming DJs, there needs to be like a distinguished difference between the 2 type of DJs. You know, that's why I asked you to break it down,
that's a good question.
That'll be good information for them. You know, because if they feel like what they've been doing,
right?
If what you just said, you know, applies to what they've been doing,
right?
Then they know where they at.
Now, but on the flip side of that, I don't think mixtape DJs exist anymore because of streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, so back in the days, we was the people to say, hey, man, this is the new shit. So motherfuckers get new shit on their phone daily.
Yeah.
So it kind of killed that vibe. But I mean, I still do mixtapes anyway because it's just, you know, the skills and the blends. But like, yeah, man, like once streaming came, my downloads and my mixtapes just dropped considerably.
Wow.
Yeah, because people can make a playlist on your phone. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Now, do you have any of your work on these platforms?
Oh yeah, man. DJPeg206.net. That's it. Simple.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go to my website. Everything's
Sure.
there. Yeah.
As far as as far as your skills,
Mm-hmm.
were there anybody to sit you down and actually just teach you step by step on
Nope.
how to
I learned from trial and error, bro.
trial and error?
I just
And it's the past journey to present progression. Yeah. And it's the past journey.
I got a mixer. I figured it out. Nobody taught me, man. What I'm saying? I had people kind of fine tune me, hey, bro, do it this way. But just teaching me, no, man. I just literally got 2 turntables. I think I watched rap videos. I think I watched. I can't even think of the name of the show. It was one episode. This hip hop show, one episode, and I just watched, and then I just learned, and then as I said, then nobody taught me. It was just practice. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a group of DJs, and we all kind of came together, and we would just feed off each other, right? Mm-hmm. And then from there, it was just, like I said, practice and learning, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing people taught me was, like I said, Lovesick, who was like, hey, you got to know how to read a crowd. That's the only, and as a DJ, I think that's very important, right? And so, because
what does that mean?
Okay, so let's say, I make it very simple. Let's say you're doing an event. You got the white guy over here. You got the older black lady right here. You got the young kids right here. And then, you might have somebody middle-aged right here, right? Okay, so now, for the older white guy, we'll give him some Hall & Oates. He's happy. He's good, okay? Auntie over there, just give her some maize, but before I let go, she's cool. All right, she's good. We got the young kids right here, okay? Give them some Little Baby, give them some Migos. They good, right? You got somebody my age, throw them a little bit of 90s R&B. You know what I mean? Give them, some of that Biggie Small, some of that Tupac. Now, I just made everybody happy. That's reading the crowd.
So when you're up there DJing in the booth, you're literally sitting there looking at the people, individuals or groups of people, and you're thinking this at the time you're up there. That comes with being a DJ. You have to really be able to do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely it. That's good question, by the way, bro. That was a great question.
No, yeah, because I know what I mean.
Right. No.
A lot of people just don't, because they don't know the lingo. Right. So they don't even know what to look or listen to learn. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like that, and not even just DJ settings. I feel like people should just know how to read the room in everyday life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're going in here in these meetings or you going to these events or whatever, and you might walk into a fucking room where wherever just got done happening, and you coming in there and bring a whole different energy that's totally what everybody's off. So you just gotta know how to read the room.
Plus, I'm gonna tell you something.
Damn, excuse me. Fuck.
You good?
I think so.
I'm gonna tell you something. My homeboy RC told me, man, I never thought about it this way. He said, you grew up in the hood, and when something's about to pop off, right? Mm-hmm. Like you get that spidey sense. He thinks, and he believes that helps us as DJs too. Like, we can read the room and be like, okay, because we've been reading the room all of our fucking life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
they're experienced DJs.
Especially me hustling too. Like, I could tell when, that cat's shady. I don't know about this person. You know what I mean?
That's how I learned to read the room.
Yeah. See, you know what I mean? From being out there in the streets. So,
That's a good thing, bro. That's a talent, and it's very. I think that skill don't get as much credit as it fucking deserves. You know what I'm saying?
This is, I'm gonna tell you something that's true, man. I did time. I sold dope. Fuck it. It is what it is, right? I wouldn't regret those things for anything because it makes me who I am. And I tell people in a funny way, I think one of the best things I did was go to prison in a funny way, because I learned, like, first of all, I didn't go to maximum security, right? I went to minimum security, but I learned, like, okay, keep your mouth shut, do this, do that, be a man of your word. Because in there, if you ain't a man of your word, you can't run to nobody. Like, niggas will check you in a minute.
Fast.
Right. And then also when I got out, I also learned, like, okay, this who had my back, this ain't who didn't have my back, right? And then as far as the hustling part of it, like I said, I just learned how to, like you said, read a room, talk to people, learn. I'm a sponge, bro. I learned from the ballers before me. They would tell me things. Like I said, we had a conversation earlier. Like, boy, I look like a square. Like you know me. Like I was on the block with polos.
I kind of stole that from you in a sense, like as far as like I would, and this is well over like 20 years ago, right?
Right.
I would show up to the park. I got my, the polo Eddie Bauer flat bottoms.
Yeah.
I'll have on that polo button up, my Docker polo type shorts.
Yeah.
Backpack on.
Yeah.
I have a fucking quarter pound of weed in my backpack. An ounce of work.
Right.
You feel me?
Shit.
Throwing them off though.
Right, yeah.
So I kind of took that page from
Yeah,
you.
man. Because I had work in a 380 in my backpack. So
But things you have to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody come in there trying to read the room,
right,
they're gonna read you totally opposite of what you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And my pops taught me that, man. Because I was always honest with my dad. I told my dad what I did, and my dad's like, well, if this is what you choose to do, because at the time I'm a man, so my dad's like, this is what you choose to do, then do it this way. And so, that's another thing too, man, is to have good relationships with people. It doesn't have to be your dad, it could be your uncle, it could be anybody. I've always had good relationships with people, man. I always listen to what people tell me, good or bad. You can learn from people's mistakes too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I always learn from people's mistakes, and I learn from people's successes. You know what I'm saying? So, and then another reason why things worked out for me, because I had the opportunity to be around rich millionaires.
What was that experience like? I haven't had that yet.
Well, see, this is where DJing took me, because I was DJing for these rich people, and I would just talk to them, right? Not try to really pick them. Hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. And then when you talk to people, not trying to talk to them to get information, they'll give you information. What's funny is most rich people want you to be successful too. They really do. If you follow like Kevin Hart, The Rock, anybody, man, they give you free game all the time because they want you to be successful too. You know what I mean? And so they would just tell me things like, man, you got to work hard, you got to have a plan. Nothing's easy. One dude I talked to, it took him 30 years to become a millionaire. 30 years. He worked hard at it. 30 years. He did underground construction. He said, but once he made his first million, the other 50 came like it wasn't nothing. Because he put in the work, and then people seen the work, right? And when people seen the work, it's like, oh, you know what, man, he's been working hard. Then he said once he cracked that first million, then gigs just kept coming. You know what I mean? And so that's why I just constantly work.
That's one thing I've learned about life. Life, bro, when you're dealing with people, people don't want to, like, if somebody's going to help you out, they don't want to help you out and you ain't got nothing going on for yourself.
Yep.
Because then that makes them feel like they're taking care of you.
Right.
Don't nobody, it kind of make them feel like you're lightweight an obligation or not obligation, but a fucking liability. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like if you want somebody to help you at doing anything, start doing it yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people that want to help, trust me, they want to help you, but they want to see they want to see some work they can help on.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if you ain't been working, how they gonna see where they can help at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So do your shit, man. And just don't want somebody to do it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I always say that too. That's one of my biggest things, man. Like, I think the reason why people help me because they see, like you said, you see me moving, you see me doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, when people talk to me, I don't speak. That's another thing, man. When somebody's giving you information, what? Shut the fuck up. Let them talk.
Yeah.
And then take what you want, and then leave it at, thank you, sir, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But the one thing that, like, so, like, I deal with business people, man. Real business people are direct to the point. They don't do small talk, bro.
Man.
They don't do, they tell you directly what they want. Boom.
Time is money.
Right. And if you interrupt them, man, they'll just, okay, cool. All right, whatever. I guess you know it all.
I was just finna say it, bro. You don't want to go in these situations talking like you already know some things.
Right.
Because then they will shut down like you think you know it all already, you know. They want you to sit there and soak it up and be a sponge.
Right.
But most people are too prideful. You know, they don't want to feel like they're being sunned or, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, they don't want to sit there and humble themselves, if
Right.
you will. You know what I'm saying? To someone who's in a better position. I ain't gonna say a better person. I'm just gonna say they're in a better position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's where I feel like a lot of people lack it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because, like, you know, how can I put this? I be just trying to be politically correct when I say shit. But if you come off like you're smarter than they are, they'll, like you said, they'll just shut down. Like, you can't be smarter than somebody that's doing better than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like we said earlier, jokingly, like, oh, you famous. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm popular because famous people drive nice cars. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just saying that to say, like, I know where I want to go and I know how I want to work it. Like I said, I have a plan in my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you know, on some real shit. I had an opportunity, man, to, you know, I have a real job, right? Besides me DJing. And I had an opportunity, man, to go to El Paso, make all this money. I turned it down because it wasn't my vision. It's not what I wanted to do. And I believe enough in myself that if I keep going the path that I am, I'm going to make more money than that job that was offered to me.
And I want them to catch that jewel. You believed in yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which also is a sacrifice.
Right.
You know, you turning that position down was a fucking sacrifice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you had to believe in yourself, you know?
Right.
And you need, like, people, you need that inside of you if you're going to make your dream come true. Like, you got to be willing to sacrifice and you got to be willing to, you know, believe in yourself. You gotta, you know, you just gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you guys to miss that jewel that he just dropped. You know what I'm saying? About the, you know, you guys caught it, man. So
Yeah.
hold on to it.
Yep. And then, like my mom said, I'm gonna tell you another jewel my mom said. My mom said, pursue your dreams, just make sure your bills are paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ooh, man. That's the truest shit ever.
Go ahead, go after your dreams. Just pay your bills. And
if you don't do that, you're going to be out there chasing a dream, and then when you come back home, lights is off, you got fucking 3 packs of noodles in the house,
right.
You ain't got no cooking oil, like you know, your personal life going to be in shambles, but you're out there chasing that dream.
Yep, so when she told me that was one of the things she did, you know, one of the best things she did. Because at one point, all I did was DJ, bro. Like, I was DJing like I'd say probably 4 nights out the week. I was making money, bro. But then, like anything else, you know, I would go, clubs started shutting down. Like, okay, well, it was unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'll be DJing in 1 minute, like, you know, I'm DJing 4 days a week, then I'm down to 1, then I'm down to 0, then I'm back to 4. It's such a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, that's no stability.
Right. So I said, let me get a job that works with me DJing. And that's what I did. So I always had jobs that, you know, I got the weekends off. You know what I'm saying? I always had it. I was like, I got to work the weekends. Oh, no, I can't.
That's fire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. So, like I said, man, pay your bills. Man, pursue your dreams, man. And your dreams ain't going to come. I'm still chasing after mine. Trust me. You know what I mean? Even though as popular as I am, man, I have a goal in my head. You know what I mean?
Even though you can't see dreams, they have feet on them.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And nobody's going to see it. Very few people are going to see your vision, too.
You you gotta catch it.
Yeah.
Because they're always running.
Yeah.
That's the dream. You can't see them, but they got feet on them, man. They be running. You gotta go catch them, man.
Yeah.
Chase them, man.
And like I tell people, everybody gonna see your vision. If they can respect your vision, everybody ain't gonna see your vision.
No, bro. Trust me. This podcast have definitely shown me that, bro. You know, they, like you said, they respect it.
Right. Just respect it. You ain't gotta see it,
Yeah.
but just, you know, some people, you know. I remember I told somebody, man, this is real shit. I wanted to DJ downtown, and that was my thing. And at the time, I was doing like hood spots, docks, you know, Paradise. I was doing all these hood spots.
Yeah.
And they was like,
You
man,
thrive there, though.
huh?
You
I
thrive
do.
there. I can't lie.
Listen, man, look,
You
listen.
playing that shit.
I'm gonna say this to the camera. Hood people fuck with me, and I appreciate you guys. I'm about to tell you this story, but I appreciate you guys. I didn't really know how appreciative motherfuckers really rock with me. I just did a hood spot last night, man. They fuck with me. They show up. But my vision was to get, you know, I wanted to be on Capitol Hill.
And it's the past journey to present progression. Yeah. And it's the past journey.
I worked at it. Finally, I got to Capitol Hill for the money that I wanted. I said, okay, I need to make this much money, and I want to be in Capitol Hill. And I got there, and that was one goal that I wanted to do. Then when I got there, I was like, you know what? Let me go back to my peoples. But I mean, that's one goal that I fought for, and I got there. You know what I'm saying?
The question though, when you got there, what was the reason? What made you decide? Okay, let me go back to my people. What was it? It wasn't what you expected.
It wasn't. First of all, it wasn't what I expected. So Capitol Hill, man, is very young. Number one, a lot of young people go there. The 21-year-olds, you know, you fresh 21, between 21 and 30.
Yeah.
Okay, and I didn't like the music that I was playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with what young people listen to. I don't. I just don't.
Right.
I don't like it. I don't really know it. You know what I mean? I'm 52 years old, bro. I like, you know, the old school. You know, you give me a throwback Thursdays, I'm gonna kill it. You know
And
what I
not
mean?
even so much the old school, but some shit of the same substance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when I got there, I had to deal with young people, right? And then young people, man, they just different, bro. Like, I don't know. It's weird, man. You had to be in the vibe, but I got there and I wasn't happy. You know what I mean? I kind of felt like these ain't my people. You know what I mean? It's not a black or a white thing. It's just
It's
their
the feeling.
It's the feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they requested like way too many songs, and I was just like, just let me rock.
That's even different right there. Even like in our era, motherfuckers knew you couldn't just go. You know, obviously you had people who did it, but people knew you just couldn't go request songs at no DJ booth, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I blame some of that on streaming, because now people hear songs that they just want to hear, and then you know that some of that on streaming, and then they just don't know no better. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we come from an era. First of all, we come from an era. We just had fun, man. I think before I was a DJ, I don't think I ever asked a DJ to request a song. Just play some good shit, man. We good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but now, and first of all, there's a big thing about requesting music. So I want to get this out the way right now.
Talk to me.
Okay. The reason why DJs don't like requests, because 9 times out of 10, it's not a song that everybody's gonna like. It's a song that particular person's gonna like. And if you're in a vibe and you request a song, it'll kill that vibe that you want. That's the reason why we don't like requests. Now, we'll take a good request. What's a good request? If I'm playing some 90s music and you say, hey, man, play Ain't No Fun by Snoop Dogg, that's a good request.
Right.
It's a popular song. Everybody knows it. I'm in my 90s vibe.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm in the 90s vibe and you want to hear Little Baby and I'm playing 90s music, like, You know what I'm saying?
Sonically, it could throw you off.
I mean, Little Baby makes good music, but it just ain't for that vibe right there.
Yeah.
So everybody, that's the reason why most DJs don't like to take requests. Now, if you guys want to request in the vibe. Think about, if I request this song, everybody's gonna be ape shit. You know what I mean?
Because it's kind of like for lack of a better word, like more popular songs.
Right. Yeah. You know, everybody know what the popular songs is. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know. So, but anyway, I always wondered because people was like, why come DJs don't take requests? Yeah, because most of you guys' requests are corny as fuck. That's why. So
I'm glad you clarified that, because that always has been a question though.
Right.
Like people always be saying, man, DJ be tripping, motherfucker didn't even play my song, man. It's always like, why motherfucker be doing that, man? Motherfucker coming there spending their money drinking and shit, man. Motherfucker, man. So it's always been a question, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't y'all take requests? You just cleared it up.
Right, yeah, that's why. I mean, hey, man, you can always listen to the jukebox, but the person that got the most money is going to control the jukebox. So.
That's crazy.
So the person with the most money is in a sad mood. He broke up with his wife, and he's listening to Bobby Blue Bland all night. Well, hey, man, you know.
Yeah, you gotta get your bank up and listen to what you want to listen to. That's crazy.
That's real shit, though. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So,
man, what? I know. Okay, you do clubs and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. What other type of events you do?
So I do weddings, which would probably be my. I probably only do it for another year or two. Weddings, I do corporate events. That's the money. Corporate events is the money, bro.
Yeah, I'll hear that.
Them checks don't bounce. It's a lot of money. And 9 times out of 10, man, this is where reading the crowd comes into. Now, when you do corporate events, you got to play everything, bro. I mean, everything. You got Madonna, you know, Doja Cat. You really got to read a crowd, and you got to be well versatile. And so that also comes from my age. I'm 52, right? I used to watch MTV, so I already know, like, people my age, this is what they're going to listen to. Plus, my brother's a DJ. So I know all genres from 1970 now, I can rock it. I know what people want to hear. That's where the big money's at. You know what I mean? So, like, let's just say I got booked to do this club, and I got booked to do this Microsoft event. I'm going to get a club to one of my partners. I'm going to go do that Microsoft event.
Wow.
But you're less popular, but you're going to make more money. You know what I mean? But I'm to a point right now, like, I ain't going to lie, bro. I'm not trying to brag, but my phone stays ringing. You know, most of it's word of mouth. Most of it's just like, okay, man, you know, he did our corporate event or he did our lawyer event, man, call this DJ right here.
I swear you just stole my question, because I was going to ask you, like, how do you land those corporate events as opposed to, like, because I know, you know, sometimes a club, you can go in there and, you know, you can go in there and politic with the club owner. You know, you can go in there and do that. But as far as, you ain't finna go into a law office and be like, man, y'all need a DJ?
Right. No, it literally.
So how do you land those type of jobs?
It's just, I've been DJing for so long, and in word of mouth, you know.
Yeah.
The two things about me is, one, I'm going to show up early. Not on time. I show up early. You never know, you might have forgot a chord. I got a funny story I'm gonna tell you too. But you might forgot a chord. Traffic might be bad, so I always show up early, right? And then people pay for my experience. Once again, I've been DJing for so long. Like I was telling you, I know how to read a crowd, so forth and so on. I didn't start doing corporate events, so I was probably 5 years in the club, right? So I had to build up my thing, and then I did a wedding. Weddings are similar to corporate events. Once I figured out how to do weddings, and I figured out how to read a crowd, then from there I went to corporate events, and like I said, so I mean, my side hustle is probably $40,000 a year. My side hustle. Yeah, we're talking about all year though. Like that's
good money.
That's good money.
Some people don't even make that with a job.
Right.
And you talking about a side hustle, so that's a blessing.
Right. You know what I mean?
Both.
Right. Now, mind you, that wasn't always like that. It wasn't always 40. You know what I'm saying? But then I worked up to it. But let me tell you this funny story, bro.
Okay.
So I shoot down in Lake Chelan. I had a gig in not Lake Chelan, Chehalis.
Okay.
So 2 hours, and I had planned to get there. I said I'm gonna get there about an hour early, you know, just in case there's traffic. I get there, forgot my fucking controller. So I don't have a controller, right?
Mm.
But I can DJ off my laptop.
Okay.
So, but now I'm in Chehalis, and I got to try to find, it's a little, the auxiliary to the can't even think of it. The little
receiver?
No, the microphone cord. They call it a Y cord.
Okay, the microphone cord.
Right,
okay.
right. So, but now I'm in Chehalis, so I got to drive to Centralia, hit 3 or 4 stores, finally found one, got back, was able to plug it up, and have the party going on time because I showed up early.
Rich man told me, well, because I know some rich men who be late too. They move on.
Right.
But one rich man told me, when you show up on time, you're late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he said that, I take that approach when I'm going to like meetings and shit.
Yeah.
I don't never be on time. I always try to be at least 15, 20 minutes early, depending on what I'm going to do.
You see, I was here 5 minutes early, man.
Yeah. Shit, I'm parking and hopping out. He parking and hopping out too. I kind of figured it was you because it was an unfamiliar
Car.
Yeah, you know. So I was like, okay, but yeah, I got out. I seen you walking. I said, oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, bro. So that's just like I said, man. I just I take this shit as a business, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I understand 85% of what I do is bullshit and having fun. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to you because it's your passion for it.
right. No. It's definitely
To
a passion.
somebody else, it might be work.
Right.
Yeah, now lead the segue to my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are some of the joys in DJing, and give me some of the downfalls?
Okay. So let's start with the joys first. I love when people be like, "Damn, man, you're the best DJ I ever heard." Mm-hmm. I do. Like, I like that part. I like that. That makes me feel good. Like, man, I came, I did my job. You know what I mean? Another thing too, back then, referrals. When somebody's like, man, you was dope, and let me refer you, or somebody will call and say, hey, man, I got a referral. You did somebody's birthday party, and I want to give you a referral for that. Also, special occasions, man, when people's like, man, man, I was what, man, you made it, you had the vibe going. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Things like that. That makes me feel good too, and getting paid. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
For sure.
Pay me what I'm worth. I worked hard for that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I started off $50. Now you can't pay me $50, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So my I don't want to tell people my prices, but
Yeah,
my prices up. My prices is up.
Y'all got an email,
but
when y'all want to know that.
But I will say I'm worth whatever you pay me. Period. It's the experience. You know what I mean? So if whatever you pay me, I promise you at the end of the night you're gonna be like, yep, that was worth it. Now, here goes the downfalls to that. Not getting paid.
Okay.
Chasing the promoter, find out where your money at, right?
They do that?
Oh, they still do that to this day.
Wow.
Yeah, so you got to deal with that part. Also, you got to deal with, you got to constantly keep up with equipment, bro. Constantly, your mixer go down. You got to buy a new mixer, and the equipment ain't cheap.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would imagine shit.
Also, we are the first person at any facility, and we are the last person. So we're the first person to show up. We are the last person to show up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And you're carrying big ass speakers in the middle of the night in your car. You gotta get home, take the speakers out, put them in your house. You know what I mean? But and then just requests, bro. Like, sometimes I feel like you can get over requested when people should just let you rock. You know what I mean? I just did an event not that long ago where I did just tell people, man, just let me do my thing. I promise you at the end of the night. And then at the end of the night, they was like, man, you're one of the best DJs we ever heard. You know what I mean? But I will say the good outweighs the bad.
And that's always a good.
The good outweighs the bad. You know what I mean?
Now, what kind of DJ are you? Like, are you and I don't even don't mean to be trying to be offensive or anything.
Right.
Are you a playlist DJ? You in there on them turntables? What kind of DJ are you? Because it is a difference too.
So I don't have a playlist in my head. I'm totally off the head. Right? Now, I'm not on turntables no more because I ain't carrying no heavy ass turntables.
Okay.
So I have a controller, but I started off on 2 techniques and a mixer and the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a playlist, but I might have a vibe. What I mean by that, I don't come in and be like, okay, I'm gonna play these songs in this order, right? Because I want every time you see me DJ, it's different. Like, I don't want people to predict me. Like, oh, he's about to do that. He's about to do... No, I'm totally different. But I am a vibe. So what I mean by that, let's say, you know, you want an R&B night. Okay, I can vibe off that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going to keep it R&B. Or you might want it, you know, just the new shit that's out right now. I can adapt to that. You might want to mix it up. Whatever it is, I can adapt to it, but it's not a playlist, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, I remember one time this dude, he was tripping. I was doing a party for these lawyers, and one of the lawyers was like, "So what are you gonna do?" I said, "I don't know." He's like, "What?" I said, "As I see the people, I will play accordingly." He was so impressed. I actually taught him how to DJ, bro. The lawyer.
What?
The lawyer was so impressed that he's like, "You literally didn't know what you was gonna do," but I don't, because to me, being a DJ is art. It's never gonna be the same way, bro. You might hear me play 2 or 3 songs before that I've done before, but it's never gonna be like 10 or 9. You know what I mean? You know, and so yeah, I guess freestyle. I guess off the head.
But what helped? We talked about it earlier though. What helped you get there was being able to read the room.
Right. Read the room. You know, and bombing. Yeah, I bombed.
You bombed before?
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think you got a bomb, man.
Tell me, like, I know when a comedian bombs, like,
okay.
And it's the past journey to present progression. Yeah. Present progression. And it's the past journey.
I'll do a fucking DJ bomb.
I'm at Vito's. Popping. Vito's is popping, right? I got the dance floor cracking. I'm thinking in my head, oh, I'm about to hit him with this Montel Jordan. This is how we do it?
Yeah.
No. No. I played that song. People got off the dance floor, bro.
Wow. Oh, so that's a bomb when everybody...
Yeah, it was just like, oh, no, boom.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, right? My homeboy literally walked across the dance floor. He's like, yeah, this ain't the place where you play Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. I was like, oh. And I was feeling it, bro.
Wow.
And, you know, and there's been other times I played songs that didn't work. One day my laptop stopped, like literally boom, dead silence. And you're sitting there like, what do you do, right? You know, yeah, I bombed, bro, but I mean, that's part of life. That makes you'll learn what not to play. Also, I learned when you bomb, then you should have what I call the emergency, break glass song. The song you know that's instantly going to bring them back. You got to have that in your arsenal at all times. I learned that too because when I bombed out to Montel Jordan, I was so shook. I was like, I didn't know what to do, bro.
That makes sense though, like to have a bomb just come right on.
Yeah, you gotta hit it with the next joint.
Bam! They be like, oh, he ain't even just do nothing type shit. Like that's smart as hell.
Yeah, that my homeboy Ghetto Prez, man. Ghetto Prez told me, man, next time you bomb, you gotta have the song that you know that's gonna bring them back in your head. Keep that at the end. That's the whatever song it is that year, you gotta make sure that's the song that brings them back. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, because there was another time I bombed. And this is when, Party Up by DMX was popping.
Yeah.
Which still is popping to this day, man. I hit him with that, brought him back. It's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that guy, I'd imagine that's a good feeling, too, when you see them scatter like roaches and then they all come back like some crows to chicken.
Right, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So,
Yeah, man. I know your nightlife has been fun over the years, bro.
My life has got me in trouble, too. So. My life has got me in trouble, man. But my homeboy told me, Mr. Ghetto Prez, he told me straight up, he's like, bro, when you get this celebrity, you're going to lose your mind. I was like, nah, man, I'm cool. Prez, I don't know if you guys remember, he used to have a commercial on TV at Vito's.
I don't remember that commercial.
Yeah, he had a commercial of Vito's, and he ran it like during basketball games and shit, right? And me and Love Sick Larry's in the in the commercial. Bro, that next week at the club, man, I was the hottest thing going, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I got in trouble, man. You know what I mean? So.
And shout out G Prez too.
Yeah, that's
man.
my guy.
We gotta get G Prez on here, man. We gotta get you on.
Matter of fact,
come on through.
I'm
man.
gonna help you get him. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you get. I'm gonna help G Prez get on here.
For sure, he another Seattle legend.
Yeah,
he a legend, you know. But I know he a Seattle legend for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because that man been making noise for years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey man, he's one of the people that put me on in two ways, man. One, he put me on Vito's. You know what I mean? But he also the reason why I promote it, and this is a story he knows about it, so this is no diss to him. He was paying me $65 at the time. That's what I was worth, right? One time a fight broke out in Vito's, so he had to come to the DJ booth to count the money. Okay. This motherfucker's pill, boom, 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 right? And I'm like, this motherfucker's paying me $65, and he's, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in his pockets, but I seen him peel off at least 2 racks, right? Yeah. Right? And that's the only, and what he knows I'm about to say is the truth. It was the first time he gave me like $120. He's like, oh, here you go, bro. Like, because I didn't see him count the cheese, right? He was like, yeah, you know, here you go. And then that mentality was like, I want to promote, right? I don't want the DJ money. I want the door money. So I started promoting. So a lot of people know I promoted for years. Yeah. So I was DJ and promoting.
See, I ain't know that.
Yeah. So if you ever went to Wild Palms, I promoted Wild Palms for years.
I ain't been there.
I brought Kick the Sneak here. I brought EPMD here. I brought... Fuck, bro. I promoted for a long time.
Damn, bro. How I missed that?
Yeah, because you didn't. Because I'm just not a person that, you know, DJ Peg presents. I'm just not that person.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So what I was doing was, if nobody would book me, I'd rent out a place and book myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I would rent out halls, right? Yeah. And yeah, man, I collect all the door, pay myself, and then, you know, always had security, always had staff with me and people that helped me. But yeah, I promoted. Wow, man, from like 2004 to about, I don't know, probably I quit doing it probably about 3 years ago.
See that, and that's a hustler's mindset.
Right.
A guy said he booked himself. You feel me? And got that club cracking.
Right.
And kept all them proceeds. You know what I'm saying? That's a hustler's mentality, bro, and that's filthy as hell.
Yeah, and I'm just not one that never really put my name on things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe because I felt like people would come if they knew it wasn't me in a way. You know what I mean?
We come from a certain background where we gotta move. We had to move like that.
Right. So you know,
that should have been years ago, but we had to move like that. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, like even when I did Wild Palms, man, it wasn't DJ Peg presents. It was just a party at Wild Palms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the way I did things. And like I said, but I made a lot of money. I've never been one, bro, to take all the glory. You know what I mean? And I don't ever think it's just me. Mm-hmm. Put DJ Peg on your flyer, right? But what I do behind the scenes is behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I fucked around, but I also took losses too. You know what I'm saying? Like when I brought DOS Effects, that was a loss.
Oh yeah. How so?
Well, I brought them on Memorial Day, and I didn't realize that everybody goes out of town on Memorial Day. And so, and I was wondering why the club gave me the Saturday, right? Because it was Crocodile. Crocodile, yeah, man, we'll give you Memorial Day. And I was like, oh, shit, yeah, you know, everybody don't go to work on Monday. Motherfuckers was out of town camping and shit, right? So, I lost about $1,500 on that. But, you know, once again, man, it's a learning experience.
Trial and error.
Yeah, I would never throw another party. I would never do a party on July 4th, and I would never do a party on Memorial Day.
It's crazy how our fuck ups can be expensive a lot of times. This shit can be expensive.
Man, college costs more. So I'll take the $1,500 instead of learning that shit in college, right? Plus college can't teach you everything.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Just real life shit.
Yeah, you know, but then there's times like I brought Keek the Sneak. I did an after party at Wild Palms. I paid him 2 stacks. I made $9,000. Right? This is when Tell Me When to Go was popping.
Yeah.
Right. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So
my bad, y'all.
Yeah, no, but so I made money off that. So but I definitely have made more money than I've done losses. You know what I'm saying? And I just learned, bro. Like I said before, I'm a sponge, bro. Like we could sit and talk for hours, bro.
For sure.
Because I'm different, bro. You know what I mean?
Listening to it, bro. You really giving me the content.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm different, man. My thinking is different. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not content with just, hey man, I'm gonna go to work, have a job, and live a life. That's not the way I do things, you know. Like I said, I got a vision in my head and I know where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? And that is the way that, how can I put it? Just, I can't even explain how I am. I don't even know why I'm like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's just the way you move.
That's just
bro.
the way I move.
You got your agenda and you sticking to that.
Yeah,
shit,
you know, because
bro.
like I have small goals and I have big goals. And and all my small goals will get me to my big goals. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely celebrate your accomplishments. I mean, I celebrate my accomplishments, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You doing that shit,
Yeah.
bro. You've been consistent ever since I know you. I have yet to hear about you taking a break, if you will.
Nah, man, Sundays. Today is Sunday, but I'm just saying Sundays.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One day that, you know, that really ain't a break. But it's like, bro, you're a hell of an inspiration.
Thank you,
you
bro.
know, I know you personally, so
Yeah.
you know I've been inspired by you a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
And for sure, like the people watching, you know, I'm pretty sure when they watch this interview, they're gonna get some inspiration too. You know
Man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because you know you're letting it go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, because I'm
I
comfortable with
appreciate
you, bro.
it. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I heard you say, you know, we just got a couple more questions.
It's all
too,
good,
you
man.
know.
Shit, I ain't got nowhere to be.
You like working with celebrities or stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is it working with them as far as, you know, in any capacity? Is it more like demanding, or is it just like more?
Each celebrity that I've ever worked with is different. Celebrities are just like people. Some people are cool, some people are not.
Right.
Like I said, when I worked with DOS Effects, and this is, they know, first of all, I didn't know DOS Effects didn't like each other. Right? They just worked together and make money. One of them was an asshole, the other one was cool. You know, and me and the one that was an asshole, we had to have some words and things had to be, you know, it wasn't no blows, but we had to come to that. Right. But then, like, I met Ice Cube, super cool. I met Eminem, who's an introvert. That's weird. Like, when I met Eminem, man, like, he's in his room by himself, right? He's the way he comes off, and if you really watch him, it makes sense. He's an introvert, bro.
Yeah.
I work with Corrupt, super cool. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna tell you the people that are assholes, but I worked with a few, but those are the few. You know what I'm saying? Some people strictly business. Some people have fun with you. But I learned from each celebrity. I'm gonna tell you, one of the coolest people I met, rest in peace, was Nipsey Hussle, bro. I knew Nipsey Hussle before, 8 years before he blew up.
Rest in peace, Nip, man.
So I did a show with him out in Bothell, and he did one of the best sound checks. He came in, he did his sound check. He said, hey, DJ, man, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. He came back. He had some fun. You know, I did his set because, you know, he didn't have a DJ. I DJ'd his set, man. He put $100 in my hand, said, man, you did a good job. He talked to the crowd. He was super cool. The only other person I ever seen that was that cool was Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka was another person that talked to people, was real personable. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's how it should be.
He seemed genuine.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
But then you got some people that, Ice Cube can't be like that. Ice Cube can't be personable. He's too big of a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was when Waka Flocka was also starting out. This was when Nipsey was starting out. I bet you by the time Nipsey got to where he was, he probably couldn't be like that. Also, man, I had the pleasure to see some people blow up. I seen Nas, bro, before he cut his first album. I seen Nas before he did Illmatic.
Give me details on that.
There was a show called, it used to be called The Flavor Magazine.
I remember the Flavor.
Okay, so The Flavor Magazine had a concert, and Nas was the opener, right? I'm talking about nappy head, chipped tooth, and he was doing a promo run for Illmatic. And then he was better than the headliner was Super Nat. I don't know if people know who Super Nat is, freestylist, but Nas was the opener for Super Nat, right? Bro, and he killed it. And I was like, oh, that dude's about to blow up. And so it was cool that I met him, and then he blew up. You know what I mean?
So
I met E40. E40, people don't know, E40 used to come to Seattle, like for real. He used to come to Seattle a lot. And one day, man, I seen him at Dino's. Dino's.
Wow.
Buying a 40 ounce. Right?
Wow.
And this is when he was selling, this is before the click and everything, bro. And, man, he was at Dino's because there was a studio right down the street. And then, and now you see him now, and I like that. I like to see people here and get here. So a lot of celebrities that I met before they got big, because I've been DJing for a long time. Plus, before then, I was in the studio, so I met a lot of people, man. And I've always treated them like people. Like I don't have a bunch of pictures with celebrities. I only got, I think, out of my whole collection, I might have 10 pictures. 10. I know I got one with Nipsey. Right? I know I got one with J.O. Felony. I absolutely had to take one with EPMD. They're like my favorite fucking group. So I had to take one. Like, I'm cheesing too, though. You know what I mean?
You should. You should.
You know what I mean? But there's celebrities I met that I just never took pictures with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you an interesting celebrity. I met Snooki.
Snooki from the Jersey Shore shit?
Yeah. Smart, bro. Fucking intelligent, bro.
What?
She's smart. She just plays dumb. And I don't even think she plays dumb. I think if you record somebody 24 hours a day, you're going to find stupid shit that they say. I mean, I say stupid shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
But was smart, man, and she, she was telling me, I was DJing. This was at, it was a club right across from Key Arena. I can't even think of the name of the club right now.
I went there like twice.
Right. It used to be pop. Right.
Was it?
Skybox.
Was it the Skybox?
The Skybox. Yeah. Because my homeboy owned it. So anyway, Snooki was at Skybox. I had a chance to talk to her. And she gave me some good advice. She was like, if you be yourself, people will gravitate to you. No matter what you do.
And it's the past journey to present progression. Yeah. And it's the past journey.
And she's like, have your own style, be your own person, and be original. And like I said, I'm a sponge, man. I take what people tell me, man. And then ever since then, I'm authentic, bro. Like, there's nothing really phony about me. You know what I mean? And there's been, when I was younger, I tried to be something that I wasn't. And then, I had to just sit back and say, hey, man, this is me. This is who I am. You gotta take me for what I am. Because, I always tell people, you have hood niggas and niggas from the hood. Right? I'm not a hood nigga, bro. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no gangbanger. But I am a nigga from the hood. I grew up in the hood, right? But I actually try to be that persona, like tough guy. I'm not a tough guy, bro. I'm not a punk, but I'm not a tough guy.
You're a man.
Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to defend myself, but I just ain't going to cause no trouble. Right. Once I come to grips with that, and once I was like, okay, man, let me go ahead and just, be positive, be who I am. Once I did that, man, also that's when the floodgates opened up. You know what I'm saying? That's when money really started coming in. When they was like, oh, man, Peg is cool. He's down to earth. You know what I mean? And I try to be this way around everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how many times have we met and I'm always the same person? Even if I'm around other people, man, I don't act goofy or funny.
Same energy, bro. Right.
You know what I mean? And that in itself, I think, once you do that, everything's cool. Look at other celebrities, man. Other celebrities are who they are. They're doing things. You know what I'm saying? But when they pretended to be somebody else, you know what I'm saying? I always tell people, one of the greatest celebrities you can learn from is fucking Richard Pryor. I'm going to tell you why. Let me break this down to you. Richard Pryor did not start making money till he started telling jokes about his own fucking life. Once he said, okay, man, look, I used to be a crackhead. I used to do this. I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? When he opened up about being funny about him, boom.
He made that shit funny too.
Yeah.
Like he made them traumatic experiences into some good ass jokes.
Because if you're not yourself, people will feel it. People could tell when you're not yourself. They might not say nothing, right? But people feel it. You know what I mean?
They can feel that shit, bro.
You know what I mean? And like I said, I try to be myself, man. 90% of the time.
Yeah.
I be on some bullshit 10%.
I mean, I would imagine in your line of work, you have to be on some bullshit.
I be on some
sometimes,
bullshit 10% of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dealing with all them different type of people, personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So,
man. So last question. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that shit. Now, if you haven't done it, right there to your right. Right there to your right if you're looking at it.
right.
When it comes to DJing, what were the first 5 steps you did in regards to starting your DJing career?
I got my own equipment.
Ooh, important.
Get your own equipment, number 1. 2, practice. And when you're done, practice. Know what I mean?
The 10,000 hours type shit.
Man, you got to practice. Put in the work in. You know what I mean? There's times I would go to clubs and nobody showed up, right? Practice. You know what I mean? So, that's 2. Learn different genres of music. Right? Learn different genres. So, like, you know, and don't just, learn it. Like, I know my 90s. I know Afro beats. I know reggae. You know what I mean? You could put me in front of a crowd of white people. I'm a rock it. You know what I mean? The only thing I really don't know is heavy metal and country. But I know enough country. You know what I mean? I know the popular songs, but no different genres of music. Number 1, you know what I mean?
That gives you advantage to play more different crowds, right?
Right. That's where you get your corporate events and things like that. You know what I mean? Also, keep up with technology. Right?
That's a big one.
Because if you don't roll with technology is going to roll over you.
Word.
So, I started off with 2 turntables, and it was hard for me to be like, get a laptop. Remember, before when I DJ, there was no laptops, bro.
Nope.
I had to do vinyl. But I had to learn, like, okay, man, I had to roll with technology, which I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because now I ain't carrying all them crates and shit. So that's 4. And, man, what would be the 5th one? Learn how to talk to owners at a club. I learned how to go to owners and say, hey, man, look, I'm a young DJ. You know, hey, man, I want to get started. You know what I mean? Can I DJ for free? Can I show you what I do? Right? So learn how to talk to owners and learn how to hustle to get your spots, bro. It doesn't take much to say, hey, oh, you guys need a DJ on Thursday? Well, look, man, let me come in. Let's do this. And if it works out, cool. If not, you know, bow gracefully. So those are the 5 things that I would say far as me, which was a good question, bro. I didn't think.
I was trying to piggyback off one of the last questions you said, man. I mean, the last answers you said. Do you have to, like, legitimize yourself as an actual corporation or brand or anything?
Yes, good question. So, if you are doing corporate events, you have to either be a LLC or you have to what they call God damn it, it's a liability insurance. So so either or LLC or liability insurance, you can get the day of an event. So let's say, you're doing this big wedding, and some venues is like, man, we need to have I cannot think of the word of it, but it's insurance in case the speaker hits somebody in the head. So yes, it's good to. I have a business license for what I do.
Okay.
For the corporate events, clubs is a whole different animal. You ain't got to worry about that. Only thing is, and also, you really don't have to pay taxes unless you're making like $20,000. I mean, it's always good to let them know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you really don't have to do taxes and things like that. So, yeah, man, definitely. I mean, you always want to protect yourself anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, DJing is a business, and once you step outside the club scene, it's really a business. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to do contracts. You got to learn how to do invoices. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, you're going to get people that'd be like, so. One question that came up when I was doing a corporate event, they was like, well, how do we know that you're going to say you're going to do what you're going to do? Well, I have a contract. If I don't do what I don't say you're going to do, write me a check. right? If I don't say what I want to do, don't give me the check. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I think that's cool. Just be business smart, man.
Right.
Know your worth too. Like definitely know your worth, man. These motherfuckers out here, and they play favorites, man.
Right.
You could tell somebody, hey man, look, I'm gonna do your club for 300. Somebody, and then they'll ask another DJ. He said 150. Don't do the 150 to match that other DJ, man. Just don't take the fucking gig.
Keep your integrity.
Just don't do the gig.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I got people I might do some homie prices for, and you know what I'm saying? People that been, some people are grandfathered, some people been rocking with me from day one. Those are the people like, you know, I do this thing I've been doing for 10 years for a Holy Rosary.
Okay.
They still pay me the same because they was messing with me. Nobody else was messing with me. Even then, they still chip me off a little bit more. Man, don't be afraid not to take the money, man. Don't let money control you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's okay to step away.
That's big too. That's a big. That's discipline.
Right.
Boy,
Because there's been times, man, I've been, man, you know what I mean?
Talk about some
that
money.
heat bill's coming up, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's discipline, but you definitely have to be strategic and business smart about your moves, huh?
Yep. And I wasn't in everything I'm telling you, man. I learned the hard way. None of it. I mean, everything I've done wrong. That's how I know how to do it right. And I still make mistakes, bro. I still make mistakes to this day, but I'm learning. I'm learning how to fix it. I'm learning how to, you know, make it better, right? Like, I'm definitely, the 2004 DJ Peg and the 2022 DJ Peg is two different people, man. Same person, just learn. You know what I mean? Like I said, I started off DJing for $50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't pay me $50 right now. You can tip me $50.
Yeah, I'll come here and spit on your floor for $50.
You know what I mean? And
Shout out the tip.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all this is just game, you know what I mean? Just shit I learned, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I try to teach other people, man. You know, I'm always a person that I get young DJs come to me all the time, man, and I tell them, man, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. Now, if they listen or not, they can never say that I didn't tell them.
And that's why I brought you to this platform, bro, because I know you have a shitload of knowledge from experience.
Yes.
You feel me? You're not talking about, you're not coming up here telling me a whole bunch of things you heard.
Right.
You know, you're coming up here telling me some things you experienced.
Yep.
So I feel like the people will definitely benefit off of that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I know this is your podcast, bro,
Talk to me.
but I got to say something we didn't touch on.
Talk to me, bro.
Okay. So, artists and DJs, I got to say this, bro. I
Mhm.
got to say this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of artists that feel like DJs don't break them, like DJs don't play their music. I'm one of the few DJs that do.
Okay.
I do a mixtape called Fresh Out the Northwest. I always put artists on, but this is something I want to say to artists. Just like you want us to support you, you got to support us, right?
Message.
It gotta go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I do mixtapes. I've been doing mixtapes. I'm on 32.
Damn.
And before then I was doing it, but I'm talking about just strictly, I do 10 artists strictly from the Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
I tag them. I do all the work, and maybe one or two will hit back. Maybe one or two will repost what I'm doing. So, and we had this debate, and I wanted to say this on your podcast. You're the only person
The floor is here, bro.
Right. So, I always wanted to say, if you want DJs to play your music and you want us to support you, you got to support us. If I tag you, it doesn't take much to just, let me repost, hey man, I'm on DJ Peg's mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. We was talking about podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've done 20 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Artists that I've put on, I have 20 episodes, but I have 6 followers.
I feel your pain.
Oh, people got what I just said.
Yeah, I swear. And the sad thing about it is they probably didn't. That's the sad part. And it's just a button you gotta push. It's
20 episodes, and I have 6 followers.
Fuckers.
6 followers.
Mm-hmm.
20 episodes.
I know your pain, bro. That's kind of how I feel about the podcast, bro. It's like, you go on your Instagram pages, your Facebook pages, and you see the amount of friends you got,
Right.
they don't equate in the followers and subscribers you got on your platforms. You feel me? So it's like, are we really friends? Because a real friend will hit a free button.
But I'm gonna tell you
to
this, bro.
support. You know
First
what
of
I'm
all,
saying?
man, keep doing your podcast. The shit is dope.
Thank you, bro.
Keep doing you.
Thank you, bro.
If you stay consistent, eventually things will work out for you. And then all those people that won't follow you, they'll follow you once they see where you're going, bro. Because you got a vision in your head, right?
Exactly.
I mean, just get to your vision, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's the approach I've been taking. So,
Yeah.
you know, I just been moving and grooving.
They say most podcasts don't pop to this 50th or 70th episode anyway. So
I'm just working, man. You know, before I start, what did I say? It might take 2, 3, whatever.
yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm here for it, though.
yeah.
You know, it would be nice if shit blew up overnight, but I know that ain't just the real
Come on,
world
man.
we living in. You feel me?
And even you gotta let the water boil before you even make top ramen.
Come on. Come on, man. We talking about some skipping now, man. We got, you know.
Even the water gotta boil.
Yeah.
Top ramen's fast to make, but you gotta have that water boil first.
For sure.
You know what
That's
I mean?
that's the minutes they don't account for on it when they say 3 minutes on the tap. No, that means 3 minutes after it's in the boiling water. There's a process before that.
Right.
I got you, bro. I
Yeah.
follow you, bro.
Nah, man, I fucks with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise, man. Tell the people where they can follow you at and all that
Man,
good
it's so
stuff.
simple, man. This is called consistent identity because I went to school for marketing. So I'm going to say it one more time. Consistent identity. Everything across the board, DJ Peg 206.
Man.
That easy.
Man.
IG, Facebook, Twitter, my website, everything's DJ Peg 206 across the board.
Man.
See how easy that
follow
was?
him. Go follow him. Go show him some support. He got a lot of things going right now. He's going to continue to have things going on because he's a fire DJ. Bro, whenever you got something you want to promote, you just want to come chop it up, you fam, bro. The platform is open.
I do want to come back.
Whenever you want to come back, bro,
I do wanna
just
come
reach
back.
out, and it's all good. Y'all can find me at Journey and Progression on Instagram, Cleezy Barnes on Facebook, Cleezy B _TV on Twitter, the Past Journey Present Progression podcast on YouTube. And you also can find the podcast on all DSPs. You know what I'm saying? Go show me some love, man. Subscribe, like, share, comment. We need to run these numbers up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, one other thing before I know this is your podcast.
Go ahead,
I ain't
bro.
trying to take over.
Man, go ahead, bro.
Hey, I've been on this guy for a long time. I know where he come from. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Some things need to be said publicly.
Thank you, bro.
Everything can't be private. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you, bro. I appreciate
So,
you,
like I told you before, I know where you come from, bro. We come from the same place. We know each other's story. So I'm glad, man, you're doing something positive, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
You know.
And so, man, as long as you stay positive, you can't lose, bro. You're not gonna lose.
I appreciate it, because I definitely ain't stopping.
Nah.
You feel me?
You can't
I ain't
lose,
even,
man.
Losing ain't even an option, bro. I ain't even thinking about it.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
Because I'll tell you like this, man, and I'm trying to be humble, but it's funny how motherfuckers that won't even do this have the most to say, right? You're doing a podcast, you're trying to do something, but it's a motherfucker that won't try to do something. Be like, well,
They just want to sit back and critique and give you ideas all day.
yeah, which
How you gonna critique what I'm out here really doing, and you ain't got tenacity to go do nothing. So, but you want to drop all your ideas and visions about what I'm doing on me.
because you know what it is. I think people are afraid to take that leap, afraid to take that jump. I'm a go-getter, bro. I take leaps of faith all the time, man.
Yeah, you have, and I feel like that's a part of being successful. You have to step out on faith, bro.
Bro, real shit. You're gonna fail way more than you're gonna be successful, but your success will outweigh your failures.
That's well put. That's so well put, bro. Because it is actually true.
Yeah, it's true.
And we have so many examples to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So many examples to look at, bro. You know, whether it be music or entertainment.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
So many, bro.
All right, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish
Nah,
your
bro,
podcast.
that was some good shit though. Another jewel, you feel me?
Right.
I appreciate that, bro, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're gonna appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Again, your boy Cleezy B, the Past Journey, Present Progression podcast. My guy, DJ Peg.
What's up,
He
bro?
came through and blessed the platform. Excuse me. You know what to do, man. If you got something you trying to accomplish, you got something you trying to obtain, go get that shit. Come back home with that shit. Till next time, we gone.
Peace.
Present progress. Present progress. The present progression. Present progress. Yeah. And it's the past journey to present progression. Present progress. Yeah. Present progress. And it's the past journey to present progression.